Don't judge, don't judge me. On the licks right now, don't judge me. Right now I'm a bean, don't judge me. I might pop a seal in the morning. Lately I've been going through a lot of things. On the licks right now, don't judge me. Got a whole pound, don't judge me, yeah. I don't want it if it ain't a two-piece, yeah. Lately I've been going through a lot of things. Lately I've been going through a lot of things, yeah. Came up on the mud, through the finer thing, yeah. I can't trust no one, I can't trust nobody now. Only thing they want is money now. Rolling for the BBA, 50 on my neck. Made a meal out of nothing, made it all out of neck. Gucci like that, sailing around like that. Diamonds on BBA, day one's right here. On the licks right now, don't judge me. Right now I'm a bean, don't judge me. I might pop a seal in the morning. Lately I've been going through a lot of things. On the licks right now, don't judge me. Got a whole pound, don't judge me, yeah. I don't want it if it ain't a two-piece, yeah. Lately I've been going through a lot of things. I've been on the licks, don't touch me. Let me have a threesome if you love me. Don't you look at me like you can't trust me. Lately I've been going through some things. I've been doing, don't touch me. Don't you touch me. Right now on the mud, don't touch me. Yeah. Let me have my fun with the school piece. Yeah. That Johnny Melly got me Chinese. On the licks right now, don't judge me. Right now I'm a bean, don't judge me. I might pop a seal in the morning. Lately I've been going through a lot of things. On the licks right now, don't judge me. Got a whole pound, don't judge me, yeah. I don't want it if it ain't a two-piece, yeah. Lately I've been going through a lot of things.
I can squeeze like 3 in the front seat. Ferrari just forgot about the back seat. Liquor down there, yeah, don't judge me. She said one day you're gonna love me. Hard work pays off, trust me. Sober as I am, don't touch me. Seeming like the drugs are saying flush me. Every day I plan on getting lucky. Just one cause my is on a hot street. So we need 5 tables and hibachi. I might put it on her in a hurry. Paid in full, so I'm not guilty.
On the licks right now, don't judge me. Right now I'm a bean, don't judge me. I might pop a seal in the morning. Lately I've been going through a lot of things.
The collection from the underworld got you viral. You still falling for the same game you fell for in private. You ought to be where you say you are, but roses don't grow overnight. You took a few bites, I ain't think it was alright. I try to get over in my afterlife, but this life right here ain't alright. I don't even know how I feel for your type, but it's alright.
For the life of me.
If you're feeling judged by other people in your life, I want to let you know that it's not you that has the problem. It's them. People judge other people because they have judgment towards themselves. Judgment is basically a projection. If someone is judging you for chasing your dreams, they're probably afraid to chase theirs. If someone is judging you for your hair, then they probably don't like their hair either. If someone is judging you for the color of your skin, then they are just racist and they got deep internal issues themselves. It has nothing to do with you. Because someone who doesn't judge other people realizes that there's nothing to judge. People who aren't judgmental realize that we all are the same at the end of the day. Like, we all have problems, we all have flaws and issues, we all have joys, delights, things that make us happy. We're all human beings. And everybody is just different than other people. You know, everyone has different personalities. It doesn't make any personality or any person less than somebody else. And just because someone doesn't fit a typical standard based on society does not make them any less than anybody else. Societal standards are fucked up anyway. So just realize if you're being judged, it's not about you, okay? You're amazing just as you are. Like, just be who you are. Be authentically who you were meant to be on this planet. Like, you're not like anyone else. You're just you.
Hey y'all, I'm back. Grand rising, grand afternoon, or grand evening, depending on what time of day you are watching Daily Dose of D. I am your host, aka Goddess D of Love. I hope everyone had a wonderful time off, spent time with their family, enjoy whatever festivities that you got involved in, and just enjoy life. And did you have a good weekend? I hope you had a good weekend as well. Today on Daily Dose Today, it is the Manageable Monday. We're going to talk about how we can manage our life this Monday. Okay? It's Manageable Monday. But let's go ahead and get into it because the quote of the day today over here on Daily Dose Today is the only, excuse me, if only God can judge us, why we judging people? That's why God is still love. Ask yourself that. So that should tell you what the word of the day is. It's judgmental. Someone who often rushes to judgment without reason. The adjective judgmental describes someone who forms lots of opinions, usually harsh or critical ones, about lots of people. Yes, we today here on Daily Dose of D at the Love House is going to talk about being judgmental. And as that quote said today that I have, if only God can judge us, why are we judging people? So let's go ahead and talk about it, okay? So our title for today is Breaking Free from Judgment, Cultivating Empathy and Understanding. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to talk about the impact of being judgmental. Okay. So being judgmental is a natural human tendency, yet it has profound implications for individuals and society. While forming opinions is necessary for making decisions and navigating life, excessive and unwarranted judgment can lead to misunderstanding, conflict, missed opportunities for growth. Understanding the roots and consequences of being judgmental allows us to approach others and ourselves with greater empathy and fairness. The impact of being judgmental. So it states that it's a natural human tendency, okay? But on the flip side, it can help us form opinions and make decisions that have a negative impact that can lead to misunderstanding, conflict, and missed opportunities for you to grow in your life. Being judgmental. So this is the impact of being judgmental. So we're going to take the time to understand the roots and the consequences of what happens if when you allow yourself to be judgmental, approach others in a judgmental way, and most importantly, being judgmental towards yourself. Okay, so let's go on. We're going to talk about the nature of judgment. What's the nature of judgment? Judgment stems from the brain's need to categorize, and evaluate information quickly. This ability, which evolved to help humans survive, often manifests as snap judgments about people's appearance, behavior, or choices. While these instincts may have been advantageous in prehistoric times, they could be harmful in modern device diverse societies. Excuse me. Judgmental attitudes are often fueled by personal bias, society norms, or cultural conditioning. For instance, stereotypes can lead to preconceived notions about certain people and certain groups, reinforcing discrimination and prejudice. Similarly, individual insecurities can cause someone to project their fears onto others, criticizing traits they subconsciously dislike in themselves. Okay, come on, somebody. The nature of judgment. So, the nature of judgment is it's natural. What it's saying is for our brain to categorize and evaluate information quickly. So we're going to take the information we receive, right, and try to evaluate it and put it in whatever category in life that we feel is necessary. So that's the nature of judgment. Wow. Okay. But when we do this, it often manifests snap judgment. These snap judgments are you can judge people on the appearance, their behavior, or the choices they make, the way they dress, the way their style is, the way they're taught. These things can are snap judgments that can occur quickly. And even though it said in prehistoric times, back in the past, that judgment was advantageous, here now in today's society, being judgmental is fueled by people's personal bias, the way society is allowing things, and your culture, which it leads to stereotypes, preconceived notions about people, groups, and it also can lead to being discriminated and also prejudice. And we see that in today's world, right? Being judgmental causes this negative behavior because you're judging somebody based on, I like how it says personal bias. Like I said, and I'm probably going to say this through the whole life. If only God can judge us. Why are we judging others? So let's go on to, let's see what we got next here. We're going to talk about, yes, let's talk about those consequences. The consequences of being judgmental. Being overly judgmental negatively impacts relationships and personal well being. When people focus on the faults or preconceived shortcomings of others, they create barriers to genuine connection. Harsh judgments can lead to resentment, mistreatment, and alienation. In extreme circumstances, they can escalate into bullying, which can damage the individual being judged and the one doing the judging. On a personal level, judgmental attitudes often stem from a place of fear or inadequacy. People who frequently judge others may feel a need to assert being superior, making their own their own vulnerabilities. This behavior creates a cycle of negativity, fostering anxiety, dissatisfaction, and low self esteem. Oh, come on, let's talk about the consequences of being judgmental. This is very good. Being judgmental can impact your relationships, right? With other people. Because I don't like to be around a person that likes to judge everything that I'm doing or watching and doing everything and got to criticize that. But most importantly, being judgmental can affect your personal well being, okay? Because what being judgmental, as that clip said before, it displays something that's inside of you. You're trying to match your personal fears or your inadequacy, excuse me. So when you foster this behavior or being judgmental, it's a cycle of negativity. It fosters anxiety. Come on, because you know you being man, dissatisfaction and low self-esteem. People out here judging people. I'm just saying, why are we judging people? Who is supposed to judge? This can impact your personal relationships and yourself. These are the consequences, some of the consequences of being judgmental. Let's go ahead and move on. So, we're going to talk about the path to non judgment awareness. What is the path to non judgment awareness? Cultivating a non judgmental attitude requires mindfulness and self awareness. Recognizing that everyone has unique experiences, challenges, and perspectives can help us approach others with compassion. Instead of rushing to conclusions, we can practice active listening and seek to understand before forming opinions. Hold on, let me say this again because I it's telling me to say this to y'all again. Instead of rushing to conclusions, we, I, me, can practice active listening and seek understanding before forming opinions. One effective method for reducing judgmental tendencies is adapting a growth mindset. You know, we talked about growth mindset over here at the Love Palace. You want to know about growth mindset? I did a live about that. This perspective encourages viewing mistakes, both ours and others, as opportunities for learning rather than as flaws. We're going to embrace imperfection and we can foster an environment of acceptance and mutual respect. I like this. The path to being non judgmental awareness. So, this requires, what does it say? Mindfulness. We got to be mindful of how we speak, how we talk, how we act, and self awareness. And we're going to recognize that everybody has their own experiences, everyone has their own challenges, everyone has their own perspective of things. So instead of being judgmental, we're going to be compassionate about it. All right. And what did it say? Instead of rushing to make a conclusion and go ahead and say what I already think it is, or what I already think is happening, or what I think is they're going to say, we're going to practice that active listening because we got two ears and one mouth. Y'all already know that. And we're going to seek for understanding before we develop opinions and being judgmental about people. Okay? So when we practice growth mindset, remember, it's going to encourage us to view mistakes of others and most importantly of ourselves as opportunities to learn rather than to look at the flaws. So we're going to embrace that we're not perfect. Nobody's perfect around here. So we're going to foster our environment to acceptance, have an environment of acceptance and of mutual respect. I like that, guys. I like that. The path to being non-judgmental. So you already know what time it is over here at the Love Palace. We are going to offer how to avoid being judgmental. 8 practical ways, okay? 8. 8 is the number today. We're going to talk about avoiding judgment behaviors and involves both introspective and deliberate action. So we're going to go over these 8 steps, okay? I'm going to offer these for you guys. Talking to myself too, y'all. I'm guilty of being judgmental as well. So number 1 is practice self-reflection. How are we going to practice self-reflection? Identify your own biases and consider how they might influence your opinion. Question whether your judgments are fair or rooted in personal insecurity. Yes, we're going to practice self reflection. We're going to look at ourselves and be like, am I judging because I feel some type of way about something and putting this because of my own security? You got to do this practice self reflection and question when you start judging people, are these rooted because you have your own personal flaws and your own insecurities and you trying to deflect it and judge it and put it on others? So you got to practice self-reflection. Okay? Number 2. Number 2 is focus on empathy. We're going to focus on empathy. We're going to do that by put yourself in the other person's shoes. Accept to understand their perspective, challenges, and motivations before making assumptions. Focus on empathy. I consider myself, I know everybody has empath in them, but some have more empathy than others. I consider myself a very strong, empathetic person. And for the most part, I do put myself in other person's shoes. And sometimes I do that too much because there's duality, right? We talk about how there's duality, and sometimes I put um, my feet in people's shoes. I shouldn't even be. Nope, D, you didn't went too far. But you want to focus on empathy so you can understand the perspective and challenges and things that people are having. And before you make assumptions, we're gonna, like I said, put ourselves in their shoes. Why are they acting this way? Why are they being judgmental? Why is this behavior happening? Focus on empathy, and that's how you can do that. Number 3 is embrace diversity. What? We gotta embrace diversity. Yes, that's what it's saying, D. Celebrate differences instead of fearing them. Whoa. Recognizing that diversity in thought, appearance, and culture enriches our lives. We're going to celebrate when we have differences when it comes to our thoughts, appearance, and our culture. Okay? It's diversity. We're going to celebrate these instead of fearing them. I like that because when you celebrate things, you're more to be free minded to things. So instead of having fear, because fear stops you, right? Fear, you'd be like, oh no, I don't want to do that because cultivate diversity, embrace diversity, and recognize that diversity could be your thought, your appearance, and your culture. And then this can enrich our lives. Okay? Your life, our life. Okay? Number 4, avoid snap judgment. We talked about this a little bit early. How can you avoid snap judgment? Take time to gather more information before forming conclusions. Initial impressions are often incomplete or misleading. Avoid snap judgment. Take the time. Get all the information before you be like, oh, I don't like that or this and that. I have to do that. I'm talking to myself. I'll be like, wait, let me get all the information before I go ahead and make a judgment, before I make a decision, before I say something that I might regret. I gather all the information. Get all the information so that way it's not incomplete or misleading as a state. So this is how you can avoid judgment. Okay? Avoid snap judgments, I should say. Because those, as I mentioned before, the snap judges is when you just, oh no, I don't like that. No. And sometimes I'm gonna say it's okay to have those if you feeling some, you're good. But I say, in certain situations, take the time and get the information before you make judgment. Okay. Number 5, we getting right through these. Of course, practice gratitude. We talk about gratitude all the time. Focus on the positives in your life, and this can reduce the tendency to compare or criticize others. Okay, somebody, practice gratitude within your own life. Be happy within your own life. As we said, being judgmental is usually a reflection of something that you got going on. You're trying to mask something that's going on with you. Okay? So practice things in your own life. Number 6, seek common ground. Look for shared values or experiences that connect you with others rather than emphasizing on the difference. Rather than saying, oh, yeah, this is what we don't have in common. This is the difference between me and you and those type of situations. Look for something that maybe you have a common ground with or that you're relatable with. So seek a common ground. This can help you to not be judgmental. All right, let's go to number 7. Mind your language. Okay, mind your language. Avoid labels and derogatory terms that can precipitate, stereotypes or stigmas. Interesting. Mind your language. I like this. You're going to avoid any derogatory terms, speaking badly, or labels or stereotypes or stigma. Mind your, I like this because it's like mind your own business, mind your own language, okay? Avoid stereotypes and stigmas. Okay, I like that one. We're going to mind your own language. And the last one we're going to have is engage, of course. Engage in active listening. Hello. That's that's what we do, right? We engage in active listening. So this, of course, always means truly listening to what others have to say without interrupting or planning your response. Let me repeat this because I personally feel that this is a common problem, especially on social media. We need to truly listen what others have to say. Listen to this, y'all, without interrupting or planning your response. This fosters understanding and mutual respect. Even when you don't agree with somebody, when you have active listening, that means you're at least having the respect to listen to what they have to say. Okay. You don't have to agree. Everybody doesn't agree on everything, but having the mutual respect by actually listening to them or not interrupting. Hello, somebody. People love to interrupt, especially on social media. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They interrupt you in in the middle of your sentence, and not only on social media, in real life. I've experienced that in real life. I'm like, can I finish? Can I please finish what I'm saying? Can I please finish? Practice not interrupting, and don't be already thinking of your response. I talked about this as well, how we can tend, as people, can be like, I already know what they're going to say, so I'm going to already respond. If you are already thinking about a response, that means you're not active listening because you're already thinking about how to respond. Am I correct? Okay. So those are the 8 steps that I am offering you today on how not to be judgmental. So before we conclude, we're going to talk about the benefits of overall judgment. What's the benefits of overall judgment? Excuse me. Benefits of overcoming judgment. Ooh, see y'all. The benefits of overcoming judgment. Reducing judgmental technology tendencies, brings numerous benefits. It enhances interpersonal relationships. As people feel safer and more valued, they are not subject to constant scrutiny. It also promotes personal growth by freely by freeing individuals from the mental clutter of criticism and negativity. Furthermore, adapting a non-judgmental approach helps create inclusive communities where diversity is celebrated rather than feared. Such environments enable collaboration, innovation, and mutual understanding, driving progress on both individual and collective levels. The benefits of overcoming judgment. It makes you have better relationships. I know I personally do not like being around somebody that's judgmental. So if I feel safe and secure around you because you're not judgmental, I feel free to be able to express myself and be very candid. Find those people that you can be that with. This is how you can the benefits of overcoming being judgmental. Be free to be yourself. Have a free mind. Free your mind of the mental clutter and criticism of negativity, or being around negativity, or if you've been judgmental, learn or use the steps that I offer so you're not being so judgmental. And we want to celebrate these things, right? That's what it says. Collaborate, innovate, and have mutual understanding. I like it. So, in conclusion today, while being judgmental is a natural part of human cognitive, unchecked judgment can hinder relationships, your personal development, and society harmony. By striving for empathy and understanding, we can transcend our bias and foster a more compassionate world. Choosing to see others in the lens of kindness not only benefits them, but also enriches our lives, creating a cycle of positivity and growth. Yes, being judgmental. Are you judgmental? I know I found these points very encouraging for me because sometimes I be a little judgmental because I'm not perfect, y'all. And like I always say, I do these lives not only for you, but for me. So I asked myself and I asked y'all again the question that I had today for the quote of the day. If only God can judge us, why we judging people? Okay? Why God is still love. Once again, as always, my show is sponsored by the network More Than Media. Y'all check us out. 2025, we're going to be more active over there. I know late last night they was over there playing some music and some music. No, but definitely make sure you like, share, and subscribe, okay? I'm going over there to the network. I'm going to be doing some interviews over there coming up. 2025, that's where I will be doing all interviews and any content creator, especially those that I like to go listen to. Y'all hit me up so we can set up some interviews so people could get to know you. And they will not be judgmental, okay? They'll know because you're going to be telling your story. So, um, let me go ahead and get my final thoughts up that I would like to share with you guys. You know, it's not Sagittarius season no more, but it's okay. Okay, so here we go with some final words about being judgmental. Here we go.
Let me say this. If you are judging people for being human and having a story, you are a part of the problem, because we all here on this planet, meaning we all interact with each other and we all go through similar things. So if you feel the need to judge someone based off of their life, you need to redirect that energy to yourself and try to figure out exactly what it is that you can't forgive yourself for, and why you feel like you have to attack other people for living a human experience. Yeah. What you do to people is a reflection of how you feel about yourself. Yeah. So take that, do something with it. Don't just listen to what I'm saying. Like, if that's you, really sit there, reflect, go to therapy, because no one else's business should be any concern of your own at all. People can share what they want to share. People can get invested. But if at any point you find yourself judging the decisions that someone else makes in their life, you're part of the problem. Go get help. Let me say this.
All right, y'all. You heard it from her. Ways not to be judgmental. Let me move this. Ways not to be judgmental, y'all. Because guess what? If you're being judgmental, like I said, you probably the problem. You feel me? I'm just saying. So, if only God can judge us, why are we judging people? Let's work on not being judgmental, okay? And please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to all my streaming platforms. YouTube, hit that notification button so you know when I'm going live on YouTube. Go over there to Instagram. I always do my word of the day over there. And go to TikTok. I now have enough followers where I will be going live and doing some great things over there. So go over there and subscribe to me. I got to see your love on TikTok as well. Okay? Let me see how I'm going to end this today. To all those that I may have judged in the past and maybe in the future, know God still loves you. And those that have been judging me, it's okay. I'm going to love you a little bit more because you need it. Because guess what? Only God can judge. God still loves you as well. Once again, thank you for coming to Daily Dose of D, aka I am your host, Goddess Dia Love. I will see you real soon. Make sure you tune in for the next episode of Daily Dose of D. It's about to be the end of the year, y'all. Today is December 30th. What y'all think about that? Time is ticking. So, once again, peace and love to everybody. And I will see you real soon. Have a good day.